Today's video is massive. I'm trying to find the exact way to bring you this review because this is huge. I feel like I struck gold with this impact screen. I've had this golf simulator for a year now set up. I've tried 3 different impact screens prior to this, which I've all thought were pretty good, but I always wanted a premium screen. I'm talking Carl's Place, you know, $500–600 impact screen, but there's no way that I could do that. So I've been going with $100 screens over and over and over again. I'm going to tell you all about the ones I used, what I liked, didn't like about them, and once I got this one that was recommended to me, it completely changed my golf simulator experience. I mean, seriously, my wife told me immediately after I set it up that this is different than any other screen I've tried. What do you think while you're in there?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Big difference?
Yeah, I said it.
I already ordered another one. It's on the way here because if this goes viral and everyone starts buying this screen, I know that the price will go up. And I'm talking about TEMU. TEMU is a Chinese app. They're competitive with Amazon and other online retailers, and they have a lot of unknown brands, a lot of different regulations than they do here in the US, so their quality control is garbage. You're either gonna find a really good product or you're gonna find a terrible product. And so I took a chance on this one. And guys, if you don't have a crazy budget, that's okay. You can still have an incredible golf simulator because the screen has made such a difference for me. Okay, so I'll leave links in the description to everything that I have tried, but at the end of this video, you're gonna understand why there's really only one option, and I think it's crazy that other ones are even being sold or purchased out there, guys. All right, so a year ago, I built this golf simulator, $3,000 golf simulator on a budget. I bought this screen for roughly $100, maybe it was a little bit more. Go Sports Impact screen. It is pretty thick, pretty quality. One thing I'll mention about every single budget screen I've tried is they are loud. If you're not buying a $600, $500 screen, you're gonna hear that impact of the ball hitting the screen. It's gonna be louder than actually making contact with the club. This Go Sports one was a pretty good screen because it didn't have a ton of bounce back because it is a heavier screen. You can see the size of it here, and I think it's really important to show you the size because I'm gonna show them all to you together. These are all the same size screen. We're looking at roughly an 8-foot by 8-foot screen here. Go Sports was first. Quality was great overall, didn't have too much to complain about except limited sizing options. So after a little while, the brand Akeek, a popular one, very popular one on Amazon, and I'm surprised to see people purchasing this now, they reached out to me, sent me their screen, and I put it up in my golf simulator. This is the Akeek screen here, grommets all the way around, 3 at the corners, which I appreciated, but it had a lot of threads peeling off of it. It feels more like a cotton material, which in the beginning, I was happy about because I thought that it would give me a better projection image, and especially in HD, I think I noticed a better projection image over the Go Sports Impact screen. Now the big difference is this is lighter weight. It feels more like a really thick sheet rather than an impact screen. I had some concerns with how it would hold up over time, but I had no issues with it, and I ran this one for probably about 4 months. And it was a really good screen actually. The only problem with it being thinner is there was a lot of bounce back. And I think more noise than the Go Sports Impact screen. So maybe a little bit of a downgrade, definitely a budget screen with budget results. And then I had the brand YSeek reach out to me, and they sent me their screen, which is very similar and actually pretty much an in-between between the Akeek and the Go Sports screen that I've already tried. The material of it seems closer to the Go Sports, definitely a little bit thicker, was convinced that it would last longer, but still very loud at impact. And at this point, I just thought that every screen was gonna be loud. And people always talk about how loud golf simulators are. To my surprise, I got a rip in this screen probably about 3 to 4 months into using it. And that rip got bigger and bigger. So at this point, I've tried 3 different screens, all budget options, all relatively the same performance. They're all loud, they all have a lot of bounce back, and they all cost about the same amount of money. Only difference being this one got a rip in it. Which brings me to the gold mine, the most incredible find, this screen right here on TEMU. There's so many good things about it. I'm gonna go into it in depth, but let's take a look at it right out of the box. All right, so this is how the screen is shipped to me, and the first thing I'm noticing compared to some budget options is this seems to be, well, at least twice the size. For the same size screen, it seems like it's definitely thicker just based off the packaging size. Nothing fancy about TEMU's shipping. They typically just send them in some cheaper mailers. And another thing to consider here, guys, and I probably already mentioned this, is the shipping time. So budget yourself at least a good 30 days to get this. And I think this took right about a month to get here for overseas shipping. Some items they have close by in local warehouses, but other ones take this long. But I'm already really excited about this just based on the size. I can tell this is gonna be a thicker screen. All right, and here it is. Just handling it, it's quieter than my other screens. Not making any noise at all. And it is thick. It is definitely thick. Now this impact screen did come with a ton of bungee balls, which already has a lot of value in itself because you'll need these. And it came in a scrap piece of the screen material, and you can actually see just how thick this is. It has a cushiony layer in the middle, which is what all those premium screens have. It's woven in the middle. This is 3 different layers, and I think that's what gives it its sound reducing qualities. I've got an old screen back here. Check this out, because you're not even going to believe this. Same exact size screen versus the one from TEMU. I mean, can you tell which one's thicker? I'm really impressed with the quality, and now I know why everyone's been recommending this one. Definitely an extra layer or two compared to the other budget options. I mean, it's just like fluffy on the sides. It's got a nice thicker white border all the way around, which is great. These are some quality grommets too. Seems like the grommets go all the way around, which is great. Oh, I'm excited to get this up.
So hanging a screen in my setup is already difficult because I have vaulted ceilings, but in the case of this one, it's been easier than any other one because of the thickness. Every other screen I've hung up has had a sag that's impossible to get rid of, and it shows through on the projector. Every impact screen is going to come with fold lines like this one, but I don't mind those nearly as much, especially because I can easily get rid of them with a handheld steamer. So as you can see, the projected image came out great initially, even with those fold lines. I can definitely still take advantage of my 4K projector with this impact screen. And of course, I was very anxious to finally hit some balls with this screen. And from the very first swing, I was even more impressed than I thought I was going to be. I was completely baffled by the fact that this sounded like I was hitting into a pillow. And as a golf simulator creator, one of the challenges I've struggled with in the past was trying to not make my audio sound like a shotgun blast just went off in the background every time I strike the ball. The shock absorption from a thicker screen is also so impressive that the screen doesn't lift halfway off the ground every single time I make contact. It even makes shanks look good. It's safe to say that this impact screen has met and exceeded all of my expectations.
Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for this video to go live, but consider this. The price is bound to go up. I already purchased my second one, my backup one, but shop the link in the description and make sure you're aware of those longer shipping times. Purchase this in advance. If you have time to spare, the month-long shipping time is totally worth it. This is the quietest, the thickest screen on a budget, and because of the actual price of this, I wouldn't even consider buying something that's $500–600. I'm not sugarcoating this. This is the best find that I found for golf simulators, because if you've tried any other budget screen, you will not even want to try another one after this screen. Thank you all so much for visiting Unreal Golf, and I'm going to continue bringing you more budget ways to have fun in a golf simulator just like this. See you next time.